What's up, friends? We are talking about Twin Tiger Shark today, which is a very traditional, pretty simple shooter that was released on Xbox 360 Indie Marketplace or whatever it was called, arcade, Xbox Live Arcade, something like that. It was kind of buried on there for a while, and then it came to itch.io relatively recently, within the last like 5-ish years, I want to say. Very cool game. As you can see, it's heavily Toaplan influenced. I haven't played Fire Shark myself, but I'd imagine it takes a little bit from that game. And yeah, you can see these bullets are coming hot and fast. This is the type of game that'll snipe the hell out of you. It'll bring stuff around from the rear. It'll do all the dad shmup stuff that is, generally speaking, pretty annoying. But I found myself really getting into this. It's got a nice look. I think the 16:9 aspect ratio, or rather 9:16, is interesting. It's this long, it gives you maybe a little bit more space to take care of these bullets and get by them. I don't think I've ever seen another game in this particular aspect ratio. As you can see, the area of play is a lot bigger than the display size. So for some people, I think that would be a point of annoyance. I didn't mind it so much. I didn't find it, caused cheapness too often, like it does for sure in Raiden, for instance, which I just played the Mega Drive port of and got sniped when I would scroll to the side and immediately something would unleash on me. That didn't seem to happen so much here in this game, but who knows? Maybe if I were to up the difficulty or go into later loops, I would start to notice it. You'll see I'm collecting these stars. Pretty simple. Every small star is 2,000. Every large star is 5. You get this H item so that these planes come down and help you out until either they all die or they just decide to leave after, I don't know, around 30 seconds, something like that. And it's a pleasant game. Not much more to say about it. I enjoyed it. I cleared it maybe my third or fourth time through, if not fewer. So it's like if you wanted to just play a game for an afternoon and get a nice clear and have a fun time, I would recommend this one. It is enjoyable, and although it has some dad elements that, like I've mentioned before, people might find frustrating, I think it's well designed and it's worth a shot. This is a total memo boss. You'll see. I mean, there's very little randomness here. It's just those spread shots that you have to dodge at a set interval, and then you got to just get to one side and lead the fire of the two guns that pop out. And I don't finish this guy off. I should have probably dropped a. Are there bombs in this game? I played this game a while ago, and I am mixing it up with Raiden. There are bombs in this game, but they don't give you iframes, notably, and they're slow to do damage. But I should have dropped one there just to kill that guy. This is shameful that I timed him out. Oh well. Like with most shooters, you get an extend at some interval. Like I said, I played this a while ago and I'm just now recording the commentary, so it's almost like, and I didn't play it a ton before clearing it, so it's almost like I'm experiencing it for the first time again, watching it through here. That's kind of fun. Yeah, so I don't know what the interval for the extends are. I guess we'll see. There's the H that'll get you the planes. And my strategy was just to basically you keep the straight shot, which is the red shot, until the end of, or the middle of stage 1, and then you go to this blue, the blue shot, which is much more, well, a little less powerful, but obviously has much more side-to-side range, and I think I stuck with that through the entire game. It's obviously very valuable to be able to spread your fire across the screen and take care of Zapko enemies quickly, because if you don't, they will just unleash on you and the bullets move fast. Something that I will note is that the music in this game is really good. I think it's really memorable. Particularly the stage coming up after this one. I love the music. It's all done by this game is made by I don't remember his name, but he's from Sweden, I believe, and the artist who does the music is Swedish as well. Not that that matters, but it's just it's a very nice Japanese homage type game. Like, it plays like a Japanese shooter. It doesn't have Euro elements, and yeah, that's cool. There really isn't going to be a ton to say. We're just going to watch this and just kind of see if I can pick up on or remember some of the things I was thinking about as I went through this. But it's really simple. Oh yeah, there's a 1-up. Not sure what triggers it, or if that plane drops it every time. Ooh. Oh, I panic bombed there, and panic bombing really doesn't do you much good here because you get no invincibility, and the AOE is pretty small, so you got to be up close to whatever you want to die. And I wasn't there. I just hit it because I'm used to panic bombing in other games, I think. All right, let's see what's up with this boss. I honestly don't remember. Oh, there we go. That's how you bomb. You just got to get right up in their face. The bomb does cancel bullets, and it does a ton of damage. Massive amount of damage. There you go. They're dead. Take a sip of coffee, sorry. Okay, I think this is the stage with the rockin' ass music. Yeah, it is. When the hook part comes on, I'll shut up and we'll just listen to it. Here it is. Love it. Just got that bass grinding away in the background, and you have that awesome lead. It's nice. So yeah, every level has a bit of a different theme. Obviously, we're over the sea here and over some battleships, which is cool. Interesting note, the developer of this game, again, I can't remember his name or the studio's name, but they made a JAMA, like a true arcade version of this game. They got it kickstarted, and it's apparently not. I don't know how similar it is. I don't think it's the same. It's retooled. You know, obviously it's in 4x3, and yeah, I would be interested in obviously checking that out. I don't know if there's a ROM available for that, or if you got the ROM if you kickstarted it, or if it literally just if it's never been dumped and it just exists on the boards. But it's an interesting little thing that they actually made an arcade release of this. Not sure if it ever was commercially picked up, but it was for enthusiasts, and I know that there's some in the community that really took to it. So would love to check that out sometime, because I did enjoy this. Um, ooh, I got the green weapon. I don't think I meant to do that, or maybe I did. If the boss is coming up, it's possible that I meant to do that, because I think the green weapon has the highest damage output. Ooh, there's that plane swooping in from behind, that little asshole. Did you see that? Do not like that, but I dealt with it. The dodging is getting kind of hairy here already. Something I wasn't really sure of, seeing this weapon is making me remember that I wasn't quite sure what the difference was between the red weapon and this green one. Like, they're both straight ahead type shots, so I don't know if it's like a damage. I mean, I'm not sure like why you would use one over the other. There's certainly most likely a reason, but yeah, I stuck with the blue mostly. It's possible that I picked that up on purpose to deal with that boss. Still no miss at this point, I want to say. And I got one extend, maybe at 1,000,000 points. Oof. Alright, I think I'm going to switch back to the blue. Yep, there we go. And it works like most shmups, where it's like your power level stays the same if you switch weapons, and you have to select or collect subsequent numbers of, you know, the same weapon to power it up. Those B items are bombs, if it wasn't obvious. Whoa. Jeez, okay, that was almost a side. That was almost a screen scroll bullshit death. It wasn't though. Oh, and I missed the star over there on the left. Bummer. Not sure why it's so uncommon, this aspect ratio. I didn't mind it, and you wouldn't have to make a game with such a large area of play, I don't think, for it to be fun. It's just interesting. I feel like there's way more vertical 16:9 shooters than there are proper Tate 16:9 shooters. And to me, the vertical is way less comfortable than something like this. I mean, obviously my preference is just 4x3, but I kind of find the expanded vertical area of play interesting. God, those big tanks. You know, there's not a ton of actual dodging in this. I mean, I have to do it occasionally, but you know, as with a lot of dad shooters, it's just a lot about enemy control and just staying powered up. Recovery is tough. You do get powered back down to 0 if I'm not mixing it up with Raiden. Here we go. Here's some dodging action. Cool. I believe stage 5 is the last stage, and then it loops around one more time. There's 2 loops, and then I think there's a 6th stage on the second loop, a true last stage, which I didn't care that much to see. I could have like continued through to it, but I don't know. This is just the type of game that I played for, like I said, like an afternoon or two, and I was contented. And it's very reasonably priced, both on Xbox Live and on itch. It's something like $2 or $3, and that's more than reasonable, in my opinion. And I should note that at this clear, I did do on the itch version on PC, and it runs in Java, and which is not the greatest. I wasn't able to play it full Tate on my G-Sync monitor. It just wouldn't cooperate with that, so I had to play it on my non-rotatable normal 60 FPS display, which was fine, but it was a bummer. I think it would be really fun to play it in full 9x16 Tate. Got a train level here. Gotta have a train level. If you're making a shooter and you don't have a train level, what are you doing? Oh boy, okay, there we go. I've got no bombs left, so we might see my first death here in a minute, because this is starting to get hairy a little bit. Most of the game is decently easy on the normal difficulty mode in the first loop, but it does amp up considerably in this stage, and the final boss and the lead up to it are genuinely hard. And I think I lost, you know, I mean, I believe I was very close to game overing. So it's like an easy, it's not my favorite thing when a game has like, it's like you can make it easily through the first however many stages, and then the final boss is just like a hell demon. It's a little bit like that, but you know, for a few attempts and I was able to get it, so not too bad. Alright, final boss. Look at this. I'm not going to make it through this guy. Oh, because there's these planes that shoot at you while you're trying to dodge those spreads. I don't know how that was a dodge. Then you got these, yeah, it's tough. You got those slow-moving green circles that home in on you. Okay, back to base power. So, whoa. Yeah, in my head, I'm like not super confident I'm gonna clear anymore. I was thinking, of course, that it would be best for a quick clear to just like roll through the whole thing, no miss, and have my full power-ups for that boss, but that was not to be, and so we're gonna see how I do underpowered against it. I ended up learning as I played this, I think. Okay, so I decided, alright, screw it, I'm gonna use all my bombs and damage the thing as much as possible, and then dodge. It's tough. Okay, so you can kill the green things. I think I learned that on this life. You can, if you shoot them enough, they'll die, and then you don't have to contend with them in addition to all the other BS. One more, let's see, so 2 more chances. Oh, now I decided, okay, maybe it's better to save my bombs. I think that's smart. There we go. Use my bombs to try and hold off the homing things. Oof, okay, yeah. So no more homing blob, or no more bombs to help with the homing blobs, I should say. Nope, it always gets me right there in the corner. So yeah, it does not seem like I'm doing well here, so I'm surprised myself that I figured it out on this life. Unless I got an extent, I don't think I did. So let's see. Yeah, a little tap dodge, little. Just got to be real considered with the movements. Wow, that was just luck. Or I mean, you know. Wow. He's got a long way to go. Just focusing on killing the homing things. Guy leading the plane, the shots from the aimed shots from the planes. Wow, just sheer. That was just, again, pretty massively lucky. They're just good reflexes. Not doing any memoed stuff here at all. Wow. There you go. Could have taken a bit longer there. Alright. 2-1. And spoilers, this is not a 2-all. So I did die eventually here. And that's alright. It might be something I come back to at some point, but you know, there's no training mode, which is a big thing for me. I've never done a 2-all, and if I considered doing one, I would certainly not choose something with no training mode for the second loop. You know, like I don't want to continue my way through the entire first part of the game every single time to practice the second loop. So that's a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Small dev, they can't be expected to implement all the quality of life stuff. Obviously, bullets are even faster and more furious in this loop, as is often the case. And I have no lives left. And I want to say that I make it to 3 million points, get an extend, so I have a little bit of padding to work with, but ultimately don't make it. I'm really coming into, I've been playing a lot of quote-unquote dad shooters lately, like shooters in the mid to late 80s style, and I'm enjoying them more than I thought I ever would. You know, it's one of those things where I think you have to develop good, you know, STG fundamentals to enjoy them, to play, to not just be stymied by the fast bullets, and you got to know how to, like, the classic where to be, you know, a little bit up and to either side on the bottom of the frame, and then lead the bullets to the other side. If you're not doing that stuff, if that's just not ingrained in your muscle memory, you just probably hate a game like this. It would just be annoying, and I you know, I once thought that about games like this, but I do understand their appeal. I do think it's, you know, it's nice, clean, solid design. You just need that base layer of experience with the genre to engage with it in the way that the developers of these games want you to. This guy is almost the exact same, if I remember. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a little bit wider on. They've got those added bullets in those aimed guns, but that's it. And here again, I think I for sure saved my bombs here, which is in the second loop. Don't worry about, you know. Oh no. Don't listen to me. Bomb that fucking guy and kill him. Nope. Still didn't do it. Waste of a bomb. TBH. almost back up to full power. And I'm always, you know, in my head, I'm always like, can I do this? Like, could I 2-all right now? If I get the extend and I get back to full power, I could probably coast through. Because again, it's like if you get back up to full power and you're just managing enemy spawns, you're not having to deal with the bullets, or you shouldn't be a lot of the time. I mean, look, there are no bullets on screen. There's one. I was really cognizant of, like, I was almost ready to just be like, I'm not going to go for these stars. I'm just going to try and survive. Because going for the stars in the second loop, it does distract you enough to where you can get caught by a bullet if you're, you know, if you're not purely routing for enemy kills. But looks like I was committed to it. I wanted the extend. I mean, that's for sure. Oh, did I not get it at 3 million? Oh, what the hell? Well, I guess I don't remember where the extends come. Whoa! That was total nonsense. I just flew straight through that cloud of bullets. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got the 1-up. Huh. I wonder if it's every 1.5 mil you get score extend. Or maybe you don't get score extends in this game. Sorry. This is the problem with recording one of these like a week and a half, 2 weeks after I actually play. I kind of don't think you do get score extends in this. So now see, anytime you're forced to the bottom of the screen, you're not doing proper enemy control at this point in the game, and it's a danger. So, you know, it's debatable, I suppose, but in my view, the safest place to be is further up than I am right now. A little. I guess I just felt good and oh. Okay. So there we go. Oh yeah, I got the extend, so one more life. But no power-ups. And now, okay, yeah. So you see how difficult the game becomes when you're not able to control the number of enemies on screen with your mega powered up spread shot. Extremely difficult. Second loop is rough, even on normal mode. And what I suspect, I think, is that hard mode starts you at second loop difficulty, or maybe very hard does that. I never am sure how that works. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Good game. You should pay $3 and give it a look. I do wonder what the developer of this game is up to now. I might check it out myself. I haven't yet, but I enjoyed this enough that I would give his other stuff a look. Cool. Thanks everyone. See ya.